Welcome back. It's Lauren at Planet Podcast. We're going to talk about something that keeps happening and people are like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. We're going to talk about Bitcoin going down to the shitter. We're going to talk about the stock market going in the shitter. We're going to talk about why I keep saying this is probably the most realistic situation, because every day I keep seeing videos pop up on my feed. It's people in our Discord that are like, what? I cannot believe that it's not going up. Let's talk about why it's not going up. Now, we have been in a bear market now for a few months. People just don't want to accept it. What that means is that the selling pressure here to get out of stocks, liquidate positions, and maintain cash, the idea of that is going up dramatically. Why is this happening? Simple. There's no good economic news. For the last couple years, since right around COVID, right? That thing started happening. They started printing money. The government started printing money in terms of stimulus checks, loans, grants, student loan forgiveness. They're giving money and aid to companies to keep them afloat. It's just everywhere you look, money, money, money. Well, that money has dried up. They've stopped doing that. I don't know if you've noticed this, but you haven't gotten a stimulus check lately, have you? Companies aren't exactly printing money with PPP loans anymore. They've stopped doing that and they've started hiking interest rates, right? Everything is going up. Every single thing is going up and people are making less money. So we have less. Now, you wouldn't think that maybe giving someone $1,500 or $2,000 makes a big difference, but when you give like 100 million people $2,000, it makes a pretty big difference. The other thing that is happening is obviously there's a war in Ukraine. That to me is a smaller problem for our particular economy. Now, are we sending them money? Sure, send like $1 billion. Just here's more money to help Ukraine. Money solves all their problems, apparently, because we're not going over there and actively fighting the war against Russia. So just send them a check. That's not our biggest problem. Our biggest problem right now, and I will say this, as I've been saying it, is fuel. Fuel is the number one problem, the price of fuel. And people didn't want to sit back and realize it because everything was slowly going to, oh, well, the cost is going. We have chip shortages. We have supply and demand issues. Yep, we do. We do have chip shortages. We do have supply and demand problems. But what we mostly have is a fuel problem, because every single thing that comes to your door requires fuel to get here. And when that fuel price goes up by 50, 60, 100%, the cost to get stuff to you is now also going to go up significantly. And currently there is no plan in place to lower the cost of fuel. The administration has no idea how to do that. And they said, well, it's not set by us. No, it's not set. The White House doesn't set the gas price, right? Oil companies, refineries, etc., set the fuel price. And no, your local gas station owner isn't rolling in the dough because his profit margin on fuel stays the same regardless if it's 80 cents or $10.80. He makes the same amount of money. If anything, he's making less money because he's selling less gas. That is our big problem. We have no good economic news. Consumer price index data came out, and that was a little bit slower of an increase. However, still an increase. Some sectors went down a little bit, but overall, inflation is still on the rise. And until those numbers are going backwards, we're going to see the stock market and crypto go down. Now, what happened today that was huge? Luna got rug pulled. Luna got rug pulled hard. If you were holding Luna thinking this crypto is the retirement account, you need 3 freaking more jobs. Bitcoin under 30,000. Anyone who's out there pumping buy the dips, bro, the dip is coming. Bitcoin, I read an article that said over 60% of people holding Bitcoin are underwater currently. Over 60% of you bought Bitcoin higher than it currently is. And Dogecoin's like 8 cents. It is bleeding out. And this entire, it's not even a market bubble. This is an overvalued bubble due to hyperinflation and printing money. And when you look at a company like Tesla, who is arguably one of the strongest companies in the market, let me pull this off of here so we can see what we're talking about. We're going to pull up Tesla, one of the single strongest companies in the market, is sitting at 734. Now, that seems crazy, right? 734. They're going bankrupt. Tesla had a stock split a year ago, not even a year ago, and it split down to like lowest 400 or something dollars a share, right? 52-week low, 546. So, worst case scenario right now in Tesla is it's still up like 50% over its 52-week low. Now, we're looking at this going, this is terrible. I can't believe Tesla's not at 1,000. Well, most companies don't go up 100, 200% a year in value. You have to remember that. Some of these companies are still way up there. Let's look here at Costco, 52-week low, 371. Costco's still up over $100 a share on its 52-week low, right? What we have here is a correction. Is it a recession? Sure, people are spending less money, but it's a correction back to a place where the market and equities are trading probably in line with where they should be and not some crazy overinflated number because we pumped so much in there. Now, is Tesla a great company? Should the stock go up? Sure. They have great sales, great revenue, great product. Everything that Tesla does is great. Does that mean their stock should be $1,200 a share in this market? Probably not. You've got a company like Amazon, Google. These are major, major players. Now, Amazon had a big loss. Their stock took a big hit. And you're talking it was trading. Let's just look at Amazon's chart here on Amazon.com. It's at $2,100. Let's look at it, right, on the daily. Falling off a cliff here. I remember buying calls. This thing was there, 37. Yeah, it's 37. It's low, 2,000. So it's coming down here to its 52-week low, and it's only $100 away. Now that is low, but Amazon also had big loss on earnings, big earnings miss, and took a huge tumble. So we're seeing stocks come back to where they should be. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, if you're a long-term investor and you're buying stuff and trying to buy the dip, I would advise you, and I'm not an advisor, but I would say this. We are going down for a little while yet until they fix fuel. Fuel is the problem. Fuel is the problem. We fix fuel, stocks go up. Because fuel is driving inflation, right? Literally everything. Milk used to be $1.99, now it's $3.99. Lettuce used to be 99 cents, now it's $2. These are small prices, right? When you look at the overall cost of some things, not that expensive, but it's 100% increase in the cost of things. That's a big deal. Might not be certain things that you look at a daily, Arizona iced tea is 99 cents or some shit. That doesn't matter. Everything is going to the moon. Everything gets on a boat, a plane, or truck to get from A to B. And until the cost of transporting those things goes down, everything's going to go up. And the stock market's going to go down. People are going to take their money out. Now, when do you buy the dip? You just wait. Just wait it out. Right now, people are making hand over fist money shorting this market. They're buying puts, they're shorting it, and they're going, we're going to ride this thing down, and they're making lots of money, while 401ks and retirement funds are on fire, literally on fire. If you were even remotely invested in some of these ETFs, like SPY or the QQQ or the Russell index, you're down 20% right now. SPY was trading at 474, I believe was its high. Could be 479. Okay, even better. 479. Currently sitting at 392. And we're sitting at a 19% 52-week difference. 19% lower than it was. Almost a 20% correction. So, to get back to all-time highs, what has to happen? get back to 480, what has to happen? Fuel. Fuel needs to go down. They have to get a handle on fuel. If they get a handle on fuel, we'll see this stuff go up. Until then, all of these companies that are great, AMD, Apple, NVIDIA, people don't like Facebook. Facebook's on that list. Disney is down. All of these major companies have no upside to them until they can get people in the door and products in their hands. I also keep saying that it's going to drastically impact the summer, travel, tourism. Those things, COVID has pretty much gone away and been lifted, right? We don't need masks. We can get on planes. We can get on boats. You can go do stuff. Things are open in America. Things are open. You can go do things. But if you can't afford to get there, you can't afford that plane ticket, you're not going to go. These industries are about to get hit hard, and that's going to further drive the market down. So what do? Play the downside, buy puts. If you don't know how to do that, stay on the market. If you're out there trading straight equity, you want to add to your position, knock yourself out. I still think it's going lower. It's not a terrible place, but you know, if you want to try to bank $100 a share on something like SPY or, you know, 200 or 300 on Tesla, that's a long-term hold. I think that it would still bleed out. I think we're going to probably see the S&P 500, the SPY, come down. You know, I'm not going to be surprised to see this thing hit 350 if they don't fix fuel. We're talking in the next like 2 or 3 months. 350 could be in range. Could happen. In order for it to bounce, they got to come out with something. Till then, your money's on fire. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can follow, like, subscribe to the channel. Mostly this playlist. I do have other content on here, so check out the stock playlist. And I do live stream every day. I've been doing that lately, so jump on there. There are some links in there if you want to sign up with WEBULL, TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, any of those brokers, and learn how to trade stocks or options or invest your money. You can do that. I do stream the Discord, the OBR. There's a link for that as well. Till then, man, good luck out there.